oh, it won't work in a game. That move won't work in a game. It won't work. It won't work until it does. Until it does, my friends. Today we've got a skill for you that everybody says won't work in a game, except for the fact is, it does. Let's go. You know the main reason this doesn't work for most people and why they complain about it? It's because they can't do it. And here's a news tip for most of you guys. Most people that can't do things in life will project that onto other people. Don't let them stop you from trying to do extravagant things in the game. I'm not saying every single one of you got to do it, but today we're learning the Sombrero. And the Sombrero works perfectly. It works on the bounce and it works directly from the ground. And the reason that you can do this is because when a defender rushes in to try to take the ball, you have everything available to you. You could nutmeg them, you could feint, you could do all this stuff, or you could flip it right over their head. And the best way to do that is using the outside of your foot. We're gonna talk about the two ways to do that. You guys have probably seen Neymar do this tremendously well. You have to use your toe and you have to get a lot of torque and a lot of power. One of the big reasons that it doesn't work is that you guys, if you flick it and you miss, it's kind of like when you take a knuckleball shot. Sometimes the knuckleballs look great. Sometimes you send them straight to the moon, out of the stadium, and the ball never comes back and you lose your ball. Same thing here, all right? It's either gonna work or it might fail miserably, all right? So make sure that the player is rushing in on you. Make sure that your foot and your ankle is a little bit elastic. It has to be able to flick the ball. You gotta be strong, right? With it, get up under the ball, flick it up high enough that it gets all the way over them, and make sure immediately as you flick, you're moving. It won't work if you try and flick the ball out and then start to run. You flick it up and you move as a continuous movement and you go straight forward, and the same thing happens when we try to use it in the other direction. So let's go check it out. Now there's not a huge difference when you're flicking the ball with the inside of your foot to do the Sombrero. Of course, you have to be ready, and this time, that guy is gonna be pressuring you from a way that he sees what's happening. That's the difference. Now, when you're flicking the ball with the outside of your foot, you have the element of surprise in your hands. They will have no idea that you know that they're coming. Now, when you're doing it with the inside, it's very obvious. Usually you've got the setup, and that's the entire point right here. When you're flicking with the inside, you've got to make them believe that you are not going to flick this ball up. You've got to stand straight. You've got to look like you're going to do a pass. You've got to do anything that makes it seem like you are not about to try to flick the ball over their head, or it will not work. They cannot see it coming. And just like with any sort of skill, any sort of nutmeg, any sort of type of feint that you want to pull, the less they know, the better it is for you. Now, technically speaking, you just want to do the same thing. Make sure to scoop and get your foot all the way up underneath the ball. When you flick, you move at the same time, and boom, you are out and good. You're probably wondering, why is Will sitting up here on top of a goal? Well, this is the football YouTube presidential quarters. This is where I live. You know, I'm running a campaign, and I need you to vote. Go right down below, click that subscribe button, comment on what platform you want me to take serious for you, and I will. That is the vid. You know exactly what we need you to do. Check those links right down below to check out the cool gear and everything we've got for you here at Unisport. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys later. Check out this crossbar. Hup, hup. Nailed it. I don't really know how I'm gonna get down. They put me up here and I don't. Weather's good up here though. Really, I'm not really that concerned about it, to be honest. I could probably fly. Most humans can probably fly. The thing is, they don't try. Should I try? It's a little high. I'm not gonna try. I hope they vote for me for president. Who should be the vice president? Okay, nope.